you're welcome to our Twitter live event. The topic is striking the gender balance at the workplace, and we're doing this to celebrate International Women's Day. I'm your girl, Maiva of Lagos, and this event is brought to you live by EDC Fund Management Limited and EDC Securities Limited. In the studio today, we have Adeoti Akiemi, a seasoned wealth manager, and Olamunde Olayemi, who's a capital market specialist, amongst other things. And they will be talking about how we can strike the gender balance at the workplace. Prior to now, Adeoti was just telling us what our opinion was about gender balance in the workplace. And I'm just going to let her do a recap of that so that you can hear what she said again. All right.
Okay. All right. So what I was saying is that for me, gender balance is about allowing a fair playing ground for everybody, irrespective if you're a lady or a guy. It's about allowing people to, it's about giving equal opportunity to everyone. It's about, for me, getting a job or getting getting your career path. It's not about maybe your capacity, your strength, or anything. It's more about your passion, your intellectual capability. It's not about your interest, because it is with that that you'll be able to achieve great results wherever you're working. So for me, gender balance is not about ensuring we have 50% of guys in the office, 50% of girls in the office. It's about allowing a level playing ground for everybody to showcase their talents and ability to contribute to the goals of the organization. It's also, for me, about allowing people enjoy a fair playing ground when it comes to compensation, when it comes to benefits, when it comes to salaries. Because I understand that in some sectors, some guys tend to earn, guys on the same level, tend to earn more than their female colleagues and all that. And then I get to hear that it's because a lady might not be able to negotiate as much as a guy. So for me, I feel the HR practitioners will ensure that irrespective of the gender, they then come up with the mindset that the guy is the breadwinner, is a guy
or has more responsibilities.
You know that mindset. No. So for you to ensure gender balance, you allow a fair playing ground for everybody, irrespective of their gender. When it comes to promotion, you allow a fair playing ground for everybody. When it comes to benefits, you allow a fair playing ground, training, and just giving people opportunity, irrespective of their gender. That's my opinion.
Thank you, Adeoti. Olayemi, do you agree or do you have a different opinion?
So thank you very much. So I likely agree with what you said. I think at the heart of it is fairness. Fairness to everyone, regardless of their gender. For me, gender balance is not, like you said, it's not about having equal number of men and women in the workplace. And that's not about equality of outcomes. It's about equality of opportunities for everyone. So when you assess an individual for a job role based on their ability to live on the job, and not on the basis of their gender, and then that means you have been fair. Of course, I quite adore the fact that there's some organizations that kind of pegged ladies for the work in because so many people prefer winners of their family.
Wow, that's a thing.
But I think situations are really changing in society today when we are seeing people who take primary roles in the family. Substitution in terms of who became women. You see females earn more than their husband, some females earn more than their husband. And so that's really how we look at us today. Like, so at the heart of it is fairness. Judging everyone based on their ability, the given specific tasks, not just on the basis of doing that. So also with regards to, of course, but it's just, if you look across industries, really you will see that it's a little bit of disparity between male-female participation in certain sectors. Okay. And yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that with kind of change habits, if you do not see ability, it's not justify this ability. And so what I'm saying is that, for instance, in the construction space, where you probably see that it's not, it requires more physical effects, but you notice that we have more males playing in that space than females. The midwifery space, for instance, you notice that because women are very good when it comes to nurturing, and they are more, as usually, they're more emotionally intelligent than guys. You probably see that they pay more on the midwifery space. So, yes, some of the disparities will not necessarily speak to gender, deliberate gender imbalances.
Okay.
But I think that what we advise for companies is to strive to achieve gender balance, but not to forcefully have equality of outcomes if it negates the outcomes of politics. Right? But strive to achieve gender balance, which is important, by ensuring that everybody has a fair say, fair hearing, right? And not necessarily force it, to happen if there is a need for them to achieve a goal and there goes an objectives which may not be achieved if they actually force it. So what I'm saying is that you don't necessarily have to have more way of playing in some specific, they don't actually have the ability to deliver on that job.
And then vice versa, you don't need to have so many men doing that.
I think at the end of it is ensuring that everyone gets to do the job based on their ability.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite similar. I don't think you look like you have a contrary opinion to what you have said.
Yes, not necessarily contrary, but I just want to say that. So you mentioned something about construction industry. I also know some ladies that are like mechanics currently. So I know some ladies that are also in the construction industry. For instance, all these repairers, you see ladies becoming like
carpenters or even drivers.
So for me, I feel the lady has that skill. She has the ability to do it as well because I see them doing it well. So if you have ladies that have shown interest in some industries that, quote and unquote, guys feel okay, should be dominated by guys, but you have a lady that is showing interest in that space, business can really have a chance.
That's the comment we have to that.
Okay, there's a reaction. Okay.
I think in today's world, we've seen women being encouraged to go on to STEM related courses.
Exactly.
And that's because we've seen that low participation in
certain industries.
In STEM related space. I agree with you that, of course, some females are interested in doing engineering works, construction works. But again, I think we need to also emphasize that, it's one thing to have the skill to deliver. It's another for us to recognize the competitiveness in the such that at the end of the day, it's not just about giving an individual because he has the skill, but because the person has justified that he can do the job, he can do better than the other person. And that is where fairness
comes in, regardless of the gender.
So I agree with the fact that we've seen a lot of women show interest in male assist male-dominated spaces, right? Particularly in India, right? And it does not necessarily they don't have an interest. That is again, they may have an interest. But what gender balance is all about is not also giving, it's not eroding the fairness from the male gender as well. Right? But ensuring that they are both hard, they are both giving that fair opportunity, and the best person for the job gets the job.
Okay, is it safe to say that you're kind of like saying it's possible that in those STEM-related industries we have people hiring certain for example, the female gender because we don't have a lot of women going into that male-dominated field. So fine, a woman is trying to do this. Let's just let that. Not necessarily because she's great at it, but because it's a woman that wants to do engineering. The least you can do is let one woman come into the engineering space.
So the question I'm going to ask is that gender balance. So I think it's a two-way thing. I will need to balance it. So I mean, it's not what we are discussing is not discrimination against women. It's about gender, right? It's about allowing for gender balance. And so if they're saying that we don't want to discriminate against the male, we don't want to discriminate against the female. They're saying that we want fairness.
Okay.
And so what I think you have said the memo is more like a quota system. Maybe trying to
I was trying to pick that from what you had explained.
So yes, I know in some industries you probably would have probably seen a lot of people try to encourage free participation. And so, if, of course, if they have the interest, if they have the skill set, and of course up to a certain threshold, they bring them on to do the job, right? And even if you have male come up with them and try to do better, maybe they just don't do that because they have more male in that space than female. And then that is more fantastic. But the question I'm going to ask is that gender balance? That's what we're talking about. So I think at the heart of it is fairness.
Fairness.
Not tilting to either gender.
But
judging
doing the right thing based on that.
Nice. So that's why I think I must say that it's not about the quality of outcome, right? We may not necessarily have at the end of the day 50-50 male and female in the workplace, but ensuring that at the end of the day, everyone in the workplace have been given a fair hearing.
Awesome. If you're just joining us now, this is EDC Fund Management and EDC Securities Limited celebrating International Women's Day by talking about how we can strike the gender balance at the workplace. So Adeoti and Olayemi just told us what their opinions were on gender balance, and we can boil it down to fairness for both genders based on their abilities, not necessarily because they're male or they're female. Okay, I'm going to just hop straight to my next question. Do you think currently in Nigeria there's a gender balance in most organizations?
Okay, so I think we are not where we used to be a couple of years ago. It's fair to say that we've seen significant improvement in terms of female participation in key sectors. I mean, for instance, in today's world, we have, in Nigeria particularly, we have female CEOs of that it's not one or two, right? And so it means that we need to see more female participation in the corporate space. But I think that we still have a long way to go. Like Adeoti mentioned, there are some organizations that actually hate or discriminate against females. I think I want to emphasize on the construction bit. So even if we think that it requires physical strength, it does not necessarily mean that you don't give the female gender a fair hearing.
Okay.
Right? Because I agree with her that construction is not about carrying heavy weighted items that requires physical jobs. There is a mix, right? I mean, there are some technical part of it that also requires the sitting on your system, maybe architectural works, which a female can be very good at, right? And so at the end of the day, it's still giving everybody a fair hearing. So I think in today's world, we will not have gotten there in terms of maybe our perceptions, maybe going from cultural standpoint, we have affected our judgment several times. But I think that we don't need to change. But again, it's fair to say that we're not going to. So I think we made significant improvement, but I think there are rooms for more improvement.
Adeoti, what's your take on that?
So similar to what you said, it's the same. I know where we were before. Proud to now, we really see in fact, looking at the traditional setting, you see institution whereby they say, okay, a lady should go to school as a back then in the days. But now you see a lot of maybe girl child going to school, although it's not yet where it should be, but there's a lot of improvement. Also in the so in different sectors, the balances as in the percentages of women to men is not yet well, maybe where it should be, but then there have been a lot of improvement. For instance, when you look at the banking sector, I think they have just about 38% physical representation in the banking sector. In the ministerial and parliamentary sectors as well, we see situations whereby just about, I think 3.8% from what I saw, from statistics I saw, that are female representation. So the imbalance is still there, but it's a whole lot, there's a whole lot of improvement in that space. However, I would also want to say that, yes, we've seen a lot of situations whereby women are now more interested in some jobs, or even guys are also now very much interested in some jobs that are like female dominated. So it's not just about the guys, it's not just about the ladies doing the jobs of the guy, but it's also about the guy also getting interested in doing the jobs of the lady, as in similarly as in perceived professions like maybe nursing, teaching. Back in the day, you see situations whereby parents will say, my son shouldn't go and become a teacher, go and do like engineering, go and do like, those kind of jobs like that. Masculine, exactly. So, but now we see a lot of guys also getting interested in becoming hairdressers. You see guys taking interest in becoming a nurse, in teaching jobs, a chef. You see a lot of guys even cooking very well right now. So for me, I think it's about the person's interest, the person's passion, the person's intellectual ability to deliver on the job. So the balance is not there currently, but it has really, really improved.
Interesting. So I'm gonna go straight to the next bit. You know how growing up, you just know you naturally just encourage a woman to be in that field, and then jobs that seem maybe what's cabin crew work, for example, as air hostess or air host, and you just assume that there will be more women there doing hospitality or things like that. Do you think it's, this is your personal opinion now, not necessarily what society should do, but do you think as adults, do you think it's right for them to be specific, or would you say there are specific jobs that require specific genders?
So, excuse me, I'll even start with an example. While I was growing up, excuse me, while I was growing up, I really wanted to do engineering. I have like a mentor of my auntie, and she was into, or she is an engineer, and she's into I think mechanical engineering. And I know that in the engineering sector, if I'm able to study an engineering course, I'll be able to work in maybe like the oil and gas sector, where I would have better pay. And so I was really taking my passion to that. But my mom was like, no, Guilty, I want you to be a doctor, but I want you to be a pharmacist, because I want you to have opportunity to take care of the home when you get married and everything. But if you do engineering, that is your answer that is your mentor. And you see that she doesn't even have time for the home and everything. So the traditional mindset about even when someone is growing up, about okay, no, a woman should be able to do a job that will give her time
To take care of the home.
and everything. For me, I do not really agree to that, because you're shortchanging the lady, the girl. The girl also was given birth to, or was created by God to achieve a purpose in life. The girl also has dreams, has aspirations. Why are we shortchanging it because we are limiting a girl child to
Fit
doing
into
domestic
what
work?
society would prefer.
Yes, doing domestic work. So I do not really agree to the fact that okay, based on your gender, you should be allowed to do a particular profession or whatsoever. I believe that everybody should be allowed to do whatever kind of job that they desire to do based on their interests and passion, basically. So for me, at the end of the day, yeah, I tried engineering, but my mom wasn't supportive, and then I just took it, and then I am here where I am.
You're doing very well.
So for me, I don't believe that there should be a particular kind of job that should be suitable to a particular gender. Everyone should be allowed to identify their passion and run with it.
Awesome. Do you have anything? Do you want to react to that? Or you agree?
I think I agree what you said. Today's world has changed. We've seen advancements in technology and such that in the past, what used to be just purely physical, right? Today we have technical advancements that allows us to efficiently move on those things. And the narrative has changed significantly, such that we will not to be wrong to assume that a lady should just be in a particular space. And guys should also be in a particular space. She already mentioned. But I agree with the fact that every individual, regardless of gender, should pursue their passion. Right? If your passion as a lady is to compete with a guy in a male dominated space, and you have the ability to pursue that passion, I think you should be doing it very well and judge on that ability. Right? And that is what gender balance is all about. That's what it's all about. So it is still not discriminating against that female child because she's competing in a male dominated space. And if you look at the aqua sectors, it's all about teaming. Right? And the idea of teaming is you don't have one man delivering on the job. It's a team that delivers on the project, on the task. And so, because of that concept of teaming, you probably see the male-female mix, maybe not in terms of, maybe not having the same absolute number of people, male and female, but you will probably see that it's a mix of males and females trying to achieve a particular goal. So, because of this, if you are looking at engineering is all about being on the field. Engineering is very broad. Right? If you're looking at the field of medicine, it's also very broad. If you're looking at even nursing, it's also broad. So that it accommodates the building. Right? So I think at the end of the day, I have to pursue your dreams. But I just want to react to what you said about guys, ladies using to specific skills that allows them time to take care of the family. Yeah, so I mean culturally, guys, in the sense that it's always encouraged for them. These are really encouraged to play space that gives them time, like teaching, maybe better government job, right? So that they close on time and go and attend to family needs. But I think we need to innovate over time. I mean, today's world we now have professional caretakers, right? That they can even get paid to even do the job better than
the mom.
So I think a lot of things have changed. We should have to recognize and so change our mindset, keep our mindset for where we are coming from first, so that we can go with the really things we found ourselves.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. If you're just joining us again, this event is brought to you by EDC for Management Limited and EDC Security Limited. But basically, talking about how we can strike the gender balance in the workplace. And so far, so good. Our speakers have been amazing. We said that people should be tested based on fairness and not their genders, and people should also be tested based on the fact that they can deliver on certain roles and tasks that they have been given. The wisdom here is just flowing, and I've learned a lot. And one major thing that Adelti mentioned was the fact that we're getting into times where we don't necessarily have to build, as women, we don't have to build our lives based on, oh, how am I going to take care of my home? And just like the fair has portrays, has said that you can get professional caretakers to do this for you, and you can still thrive in whatever industry you want to thrive in as a woman. Amazing. We're almost there. What's your take on, so we have organizations that legit would say, she's not going to be more than this. Like, no matter how great you are as a woman, it's Women's Day. So, and men don't experience this. Because people just assume, oh, men are better leaders in terms of they have more emotional balance. They tend to say, oh, women are more emotional. So yes, they might be able to multitask. However, when it comes to really important management positions, it's better to just have the men who are more focused on getting the job done there, and then women. But women can be the assistants. They can be the ones assisting to, since they multitask better, and then they can handle so many things at the same time. However, she can't be the MD, she can't be the CEO, she can't be the chairman. And yes, we do have female chairwomen in society, but then if you check the ratio compared to men, it is an eyesore. It's evident that there's no trust. For women, literally have to keep screaming every day that we deserve a chance, we can do this. So what's your take on organizations that do that?
Let me go this way, like that. You say, where is eyesore? When you cook it, in fact, guys also even say that you don't want to keep eating the same thing or over and over again. But I don't want to have a body that is going to be just one gender. Why don't we spice it up with a different spice that will make it more, that will make it sweeter and more nourishing, that will be more productive? So why don't we have a situation whereby you said women and the guys are better leaders? I would also say that women are better managers. So and when we look to when we're looking at that behavior, that's okay, saying you're taking the position of the lady, you're taking the position of the lady get to. When you get to those positions, what you're looking at is people that can manage an organization, that can also ensure that the organization is achieving the ultimate goal of generating revenue. That's what we're looking at. So we should have a variety of things, not just one kind of gender in the boardroom. When we peg people's promotion, when we peg the female's promotion based on the gender, it reduces the morale of that space where the lady is working. It reduces the productivity of that lady where she is currently positioned. So at the end of the day, it affects the bottom line of the organization. So why don't you allow a lady that is competent enough, that is capable enough, keep rising up the ladder, join the guys in the boardroom, and brings our own variety of skills. They say a woman thinks, I think, broadly, and a guy thinks like narrowly.
Linear.
A guy thinks my way like, okay, I'm looking at the long or the long run. The woman looks at, okay, broadly. So the variety, I feel, brings in, no,
we're gonna wants to react.
The variety brings in opportunity for you guys to actually get a better result, and then it speaks to the bottom line, it speaks to productivity, it speaks to you achieving the goals, the optimal goals of the organization at the end of the day. Then you just having guys.
Yeah, so you're saying
in that space.
In other words, like if the man is the salt, then you want the pepper.
Exactly.
Mix it and then you have
researchers
amazing
have
soup.
also said it that in a whole lot of organizations, in a whole lot of countries that have limited number of women in places of power, do not really achieve the bottom line at the end of the day, as compared to an organization or a country that has a better mix of it. Because different spices of life, helps you to achieve.
Okay, let's hear Olaimi's reaction to this.
Okay, so I'd like to I'd like to address this with a question.
Okay.
And then the question would be that should we have a male dominated program? Right? No, I'm just I was thinking we have a male dominated program that is a product of protective children of ability and not gender. Will it be a fair decision? I think that if it is objective, if it is not gender specific, if it is purely on the basis of
These
the
men are
goal
very blessed at this
of the
table.
organization and their people achieve those goals, I think it doesn't make it a real discussion.
And are you also saying that vice versa? So if we
Now,
have
so and I agree
And
with
vice
you.
versa.
Yes,
Yeah.
vice
Did
versa.
you say and
Vice versa.
vice versa?
yes,
So
I'm
what
going to have a
so-
women
yes.
women
But
dominated.
that is because I would like us to re-echo the need for fairness,
Fairness.
right? And I think when I was talking, I mentioned the fact that it is not the quality of outcomes. It doesn't necessarily mean that we must have these needs. Don't force the needs. No. You must ensure that even in striving to have that needs, you don't lose focus on what you are trying to achieve as an organization.
Okay.
Right. So that's just to achieve that. And I think Adeoti has been unfair to guys when he said that guys think
Linear.
yeah. And I said,
But then there's
Okay,
studies
so-
that say that you know men have like a compartmentalized brain where
Yeah.
this is 1, 2, so this is let's say A, B, C, D,
So
and then they're not going to do A. They're not going to try and solve A, B, C, D at the same
So-
time. Until A is done, they do A, they do B,
okay,
they
so
do C. Unlike women that will do A.
so let me go like this. This is one of the things we are trying to address as well.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is that a mindset is built to analyze situations objectively and not that we have a formed opinion of what
That's men.
gender, either gender, looks like. And so that at the end of the day, our decision is not formed on what we initially conceived, so that we sentimental and emotionally interpret their abilities. We don't judge them objectively based on their abilities. So what I'm saying is
So what are you referring to when you
So
say we, our,
we, I mean,
what do we, is it
male and female. So what I'm saying,
Okay.
so what I'm saying is, I won't say that ladies think linear or guys think linear. I would say that they are individualists. They are everybody has their individual abilities, such that it will negate the norm. I mean, the research is usually updated on it. So you see updates in research. So in research findings and the rest. So, but I agree with her when she said that we should allow for women to happily participate in corporate space and do part of the events. So what it means is that, and that's kind of the approach we're talking about. You do not want to just define a certain space for the males as against the females. Not based on the fact that you have to do everything for the girl. So if there's anything that we want to emphasize here, is fairness to all genders. But not artificially forcing an outcome because you just want to achieve it. So what I would say as a guy, if what it takes for us to achieve our goals is to have a 60%, a 70% female to 30% male, I think it's also fairness. So if what it takes for us to achieve our goals as a nation is to have more females than
Objectively,
males,
yes.
objectively, I think it's fair.
Okay.
Vice versa.
Yes.
So because this is just to, I'm trying to think this, I'm just to be able to drive on the point that it's not to look, I'm not trying to focus on the male. I'm looking at it on the basis of
Amazing. Awesome. Wow. Last but not the least, what would be your suggestion to organizations for them to be able to adequately and effectively address gender divide and women representation in their organization?
I think I'll like to start with this. So, see, if you look at a corporate space, not every killer requires experience or someone with experience. I mean, it is best to start it from the beginning, where you bring a lot of people as players, and you ensure at that level, at that point, you can keep that. You try capitalism, because at that point you are not trying to, you don't need to be able to do the job so much. You just need to have certain skill sets that you can work with. Right? So from that, you are able to ensure that you can do that over time. Of course, it's a given that as promotional experiences come into play, you need to be integrated moving forward. But from the initial point, you have strived to ensure that you bring in
Everybody gets
fine.
equal opportunities.
Everybody gets equal opportunities to express themselves, so that they then are able to now justify going forward on the strength of their own abilities. Right? So this is what the organization should be focused on. Because, for instance, if they're looking at an experienced higher position, right, you will not be gender fixed. You'll probably be looking at who can do the job. But for an entry level role, you can still be able to manage to ensure that the mix is healthy. The mix is healthy enough so that you can work with that way forward. So that at the end of the day, if they are able to compete favorably and well, even at senior level roles, it may not be too far apart from where they're coming from. So I think that's one of the ways organizations can help to reduce that anomaly when you have more male participation in certain industries and videos and vice versa.
Okay, so so I agree with what Olaile said, but I would want to start from the foundation, from the genesis. I would want to start from the genesis, as in a girl child, a boy child, as we're all growing up, we should be allowed to be level playing ground. Whatever the girl child wants to do, we should allow the girl child to do it. Whatever the boy child wants to do, we should allow the boy to do it. So there should be no discrimination in terms of, okay, no, the girl, like the STEM, looking at the STEM, you see, like Ms. Rightly said, the number of female participation in that space is low, and it is because of the traditional mindset that some of our folks still have. So I would want to start with that, saying that we should allow exposure of both genders to whichever career path that they want to move into. Then in the workspace, although I have spoken about employment, I would also want to talk about even other benefits apart from employment in terms of pay, because we're talking about balance, we're talking about equity in the workspace. In the space of pay, in terms of pay and in terms of benefits, everybody should be given equal opportunity or equal offer. There shouldn't be a situation where you say that because a lady doesn't have a good negotiating power, then she'll be any lower than a female or a male colleague on the same level. I think that is totally wrong. So I would advise organizations to ensure balance in that space, and in terms of also offering and giving benefits of compensation packages, there should be fairness in that space. And in terms of training as well, it's also important that everybody should be given equal opportunity when it comes to training, when it comes to help upskilling each staff. It should be a level playing ground. Everybody should be given equal opportunity. The other thing I also want to talk about is mentorship. Mentorship also helps a whole lot. A lot of female, because there's a lot going on, they experience that, they've experienced a lot of segregation, they've experienced a lot of bias while they're growing up. At times, women could tend to become very shy. They could tend to have self-doubt. They could tend to have different things that set them back. Mentorship will help in that space. So in every organization, I believe that there should be a mentorship program for everybody, not just the female, but both male and female. But particularly, I feel a lot of female will be shy to take up some roles naturally. But when you have a senior colleague that is a female, for instance, you have a female in the boardroom, can mentor a younger one that is in graduate training, and also encourage her that she can achieve her goals, she can achieve her aspirations in life, and just to push her and enable her to be able to take up roles, take up responsibilities. So those would be my suggestions, advice to the workspace.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You guys have been so amazing. Your responses have been so prompt, and I'm pretty sure that everybody here has learned one thing or the other, and I'm sure our listeners as well have learned a lot from this conversation. Like I stated earlier, this conversation is brought to you by EDC Fund Management and EDC Securities Limited. Basically, at EDC Fund Management, we help you manage your funds, and if you want to reach out to them to know how you can invest in different mutual funds, all you have to do is take down this number and then give them a call, and then you can kickstart your investment journey. That is 0122-60423. I'll take it again. If you want to reach out to EDC Fund Management Limited to get more information about how you can start your investment journey, all you have to do is call this number 0122-60423. And if you want to trade, you want to buy stocks and start leveraging on the capital market, all you have to do is reach out to EDC Securities Limited, and this is their number. It's 0122-65368. I'll take that again. 0122-65368. 0122-65368. Thank you so much, Adeoti Akinyemi and Mr. Olamide Olayemi. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. I've learned a lot, and I'm very sure that people out there will learn from this conversation. We're going to be putting it on all our platforms as well, so that we need people to hear this. We need organizations to hear this. We need HR personnel, people that help make these decisions, to be able to sensitize their organizations on this fairness and ensuring that people get positions and roles based off of their abilities and the experience that has shown that they've been able to achieve these things. And also it has to align with the organization's goals. So if the person's talents and skills match the goals of the organization, by all means let them get there regardless of their gender. I believe we've been able to, with these few points of ours, I believe we've been able to convince and not confuse you that gender balance at the workplace is extremely important and achievable. Thank you so much for joining us today. Until next time, have a lovely, happy International Women's Day. I remain your girl, Maima of Lagos. Still have a pleasant day. Bye.